Good day, viewers. You are welcome. How to solve these nice functional equations when we are given f of 1 divided by x equals x plus square root of 1 plus x, and we want to find f of x given these particular functions. So the first thing we consider here is the solution. So before solving this problem, we have to understand that here we have a domain in this function which is given as 1 divided by x. So we have to define the function very well before we can proceed solving this problem. First thing is the value of x here, they are member of real number. But not all these x in real number will satisfy the given function above. So that's how we have to define it very well. First thing is the x here is a member of real number but not equals to 0. So if x not equals to 0 in these functions, we are good to go, but we have to consider this root as well. Here we have square root of 1 plus x, that is the number in this root must not be negative because we define x based on the real number. So if x equals to all the positive real number, so we are good to go with this. But let's look at the negative part of the real number. Suppose we have x here equals minus 1. So when we take 1 minus 1, so this equals to 0, and square root of 0 equals to 0. So 1 minus 1 also satisfied. But when we check for minus 2, suppose x equals minus 2, we are going to have 1 minus 2, and this gives us minus 1. Then minus 1 in this root is not a real, so it's a complex. That is how we are going to neglect this minus 2. So we define it that x is a member of real number, not equals to 0, and not equals to the negative starting from minus 2 downward. Starting from minus 2 downward, but minus 1 is part of the value of x. So therefore, we start solving this by letting, if we let from the given functions, let's say we have 1 divided by x, we are going to apply substitution method. Let this one equals t. If this one equals to t, then we make t the subject of the formula. Suppose I divide this one by 1, then we cross multiply. By cross multiplying, we have xt equals 1. Then we are going to make the x here the subject of the formula by dividing both sides by t. When we divide both sides by t here, we cancel t, then we have the value of x here equals 1 divided by t. That is the value of x. So if x equals 1 divided by t, then we come back to the given question by replacing 1 over x with t, and we are going to replace every single x with 1 divided by t. Therefore, we have f of t equals x is now 1 divided by t plus the square root of 1 plus 1 divided by t. So when we proceed with this side, we have 1 divided by t plus, here when we find the LCM, we are going to have the square root of t, we multiply 1, that is t plus, then plus 1 divided by t. And looking at this side, we have the square root having numerator and denominator. And when we have the square root of a divided by b, so this gives us the square root of a divided by the square root of b. So this is what we are going to have. And we don't want to have root as the denominator. We have to rationalize this. By rationalizing this, we have the square root of a multiplied by b divided by b. So this is what we are going to have. And by applying this one here, we are going to have f of t equals 1 divided by t plus the square root of, if our b here is given as t and the whole of a is t plus 1, then we are going to have t plus 1 then multiply by t, all divided by t. So this is what we are going to have. And by writing this one properly, we have f of t equals 1 divided by t plus the square root of, we write it first, open bracket, t plus 1, then divided by t. So therefore we have f of t equals, by taking one of this denominator and add this together, we have 1 plus the square root of, so t times t, that gives us t squared, then plus t times 1, that is t, all divided by t. So this is what we have for this as well. But let's try and define the domain of this. But before defining the domain, let's replace t here with x, because our intention is to find f of x, not f of t, but we have to replace this t, the x, with t just to get f of x, because t and x, they both members of real number. So replacing this one with x, we are going to have the solution as, by replacing x here with t, so x and t both are the same here as a member of real number. Therefore we have f of x equals 1 plus the square root of x squared plus x divided by x. Alright, let's define the domain of this x for this root. First thing is, x here must not equals to 0. When we have x equals to 0, there is a big problem here. Then we are going to consider that x here is not equal to 0, where x again is a member of real number. But does it satisfy negative as well? Yes. Let's try and do that. Suppose we take at x here equals minus 1 for this. We are going to have f of minus 1 equals 1 plus the square root of, we are going to have minus 1 squared, and that is 1. Then here is minus 1 divided by minus 1. So this one work, because 1 minus 1 equals to 0, and we are going to get f of minus 1 is also equals to minus 1. And let's check for if x here equals minus 2. This is still going to work, because when we have f of minus 2, this equals 1 plus the square root of, since the first s is having minus, is having squared, we are going to have it as minus 2 squared, then minus 2 divided by minus 2. When we proceed with this, we can see that at this side we have 1 plus the square root of minus 2 squared, that is 4, and 4 minus 2, we have it as root 2 divided by minus 2. So this still work for f of minus 2. That is how it continues to all the negative and all the positive. Both of them, they satisfy. It is only when x equals to 0 that will cause a problem here. That's how we have to neglect x, which is not equals to 0. So this is how we solve these functional equations to this stage. Thanks for watching, and if you have another method of solving this different from this, we can drop it in the comment box. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share this video, and turn on the notification bell for more. See you in the next class. Never stop learning. Bye bye.